What if I told you that you, listening right now, could leave your body tonight? Not in the realm of fiction, but through an experience that's been studied, practiced, and even explored by major institutions. What if the ability to travel beyond your physical form, astral projection, wasn't just possible, but a natural part of the human experience? In fact, you might already be doing it every night in your dreams. Today, we're unlocking the door to a topic that's as mysterious as it is fascinating: astral projection. This phenomenon is real to millions of people, and it's been the subject of government research, academic inquiry, and hands-on training at organizations like the Monroe Institute. Whether you're a skeptic, a seeker, you'll want to hear what we have in store. Is astral projection just a strange dream? Or does it open a doorway to other realms of existence? By the end of this episode, you may find yourself questioning the very nature of consciousness and reality. Let's start at the beginning. Astral projection is best described as the experience of leaving your physical body and exploring the world, or even other worlds. This isn't just a spiritual folklore. It's something that's been investigated in modern times. For example, the Monroe Institute, funded by Robert Monroe, is regarded as a leading center for the study of human consciousness. They offer meditation retreats, online courses, and research programs focused on helping people achieve altered states, including out-of-body experiences and astral projection. And you don't need any special status to participate. Anyone can enroll and begin their own exploration. Imagine a place where the curriculum is literally how to leave your body, and it's open to anyone willing to learn. The story gets even more intriguing when you look at what governments have investigated. For decades, the CIA ran a program training individuals in remote viewing, a form of psychic perception where people attempt to perceive distant locations or events without any physical contact. From the 1970s through the 1990s, millions of dollars were invested in research and training with the hope that remote viewing could provide unique, intelligent insights. There's no speculation. It's documented in declassified government archives. The question was simple. Could the mind reach beyond the body to gather information otherwise impossible to obtain? When even seasoned intelligent officers are training to use their minds as tools for exploration, it begs to ask, what are the limits of human consciousness? A common question is whether astral projection and remote viewing are one and the same. While they share similarities, there are important distinctions. Astral projection involves the sensation of leaving your physical body and traveling, sometimes with vivid sensory experiences. People often report seeing their own bodies from above or visiting distant places and even other dimensions. Remote viewing is more about focusing your awareness to see or sense a specific location or event at a distance. It doesn't always involve the feeling of floating or leaving the body, but rather perceiving information from afar, often while in a meditative or trance-like state. Both practices are rooted in the ideas that consciousness is not limited by space or by the physical brain. So, are you a traveler or a viewer? Or maybe with some practice, you could be both. I want to make this personal for a moment. In my own work with clients, I see this intersection between trance, hypnosis, and astral travel play out again and again. People emerge from deep hypnosis sessions describing experiences where they felt as though they left their bodies, sometimes floating above, sometimes journeying to entirely different places. Quite a few even recount journeys to what they believe are previous lifetimes. Is this a form of astral projection? Based on both spiritual traditions and scientific literature, the answer is often yes. Hypnotic trance and guided regression are recognized as pathways to altered states of consciousness, where out-of-body experiences and even past life memories can arise. Peer-reviewed studies have documented these phenomena and their strong overlap with classical astral projection sensations. Whether you interpret these as literal journeys or as profound subconscious explorations, the result is the same. The boundaries of self and reality become fluid, and the mind proves itself capable of far more than most people imagine. So the next time you enter a deep trance or hypnosis session, ask yourself, where did you really go? Turning to the research, what does science have to say about this? Peer-reviewed studies like those summarized in PubMed Central have examined phenomena such as remote viewing and out-of-body experiences. The US government's Stargate project, for instance, produced mixed results. Some evaluators found statistical anomalies suggesting genuine effects, while others remain unconvinced and supposedly discontinued the official research. The scientific community hasn't reached consensus, but the experiences themselves are well documented and compelling enough to warrant decades of serious investigation. The Monroe Institute, meanwhile, has published studies and case reports on using sound technology and meditation to induce altered states and out-of-body experiences. Their approach is less about proving and more about experiencing, inviting people to be their own researchers. The academic debate may continue, but for those of us who've had these experiences, the question isn't, is it real? It's, how far can I go? Here's a perspective that's rarely discussed. Astral projection might not be reserved for the rare or gifted. Every time you dream, especially those vivid lucid dreams where you're flying, floating, or exploring impossible places, you're stepping outside the limits of your everyday self. Many researchers and practitioners consider dreaming, and especially lucid dreaming, to be unconscious forms of astral projection. If you've ever woken up feeling as though you've been somewhere else or had a dream so real it left you questioning the boundaries of reality, you've touched the edges of this phenomena. The difference between you and a seasoned astral traveler isn't ability, it's awareness and intention. Curious to go deeper? The Monroe Institute welcomes anyone interested in exploring altered states. You can sign up for residential retreats or online courses, all designed to help you safely and consciously explore expanded states of awareness. Think of it as a school for the mind, dedicated to unlocking your full potential. If you want to move past theory and experience these states yourself, there's never been a better time. That brings us to something I'm especially excited to share: my guided meditation for astral projection. Although it's labeled for beginners, the truth is you're not starting from scratch. Every night you travel the landscapes of your own mind. This meditation is about doing it consciously, on purpose, with intention and recall. Tonight, when you practice, you'll have a chance to step out, explore, and reconnect with the boundless nature of your own consciousness. Today's episode came from a special request by one of my community members, and I want to keep that conversation going. For those of you listening and subscribed to my channel, let me know if there's anything you'd like me to discuss, or if there's a guided hypnosis meditation you'd love for me to create. Your curiosity and input shape what we explore together. For those who wish to dive deeper, every research study, article, and institute mentioned today is listed in the video description. Feel free to explore the links and references for your own journey into the science and mystery of astral projection. Stay curious, stay bold, and remember, you are more than your body.